Now this being looked solid. It wasn't just an apparition in my mind's eye. That being looked solid. And I said, and I just looked up. I was like, it looked like a gray alien, but taller. And the head, it looked like a gray alien. You know, the big eye, big heads, but it was taller. So like a Zeta Reticuli gray alien, but it was taller. It was like average height, like probably maybe a little bit shorter than me. And it like appeared, and it looked solid. It went from like thin air, but it looked solid. And I saw it in the corner of my eye. And I said to my inner space, I was like, does this being know I can see them? I was like, do they know I can see them? Because a lot of times these beings walk around, but they're not detected. Because a lot of the times our thought patterns don't allow us to perceive them. I was like, does this being know I can see them? I was like, do they know I can see them? I was like, I'm uncomfortable. And then it just dissipated and dissolved into thin air. It was just thin air again. I said, I'm not gonna lie, I was uncomfortable because I talked to Spirit about this. I was like, don't appear in the house like that. Like in the house, you should appear in my house like that in the living room. You need to knock first. I need to know I need to know that you're arriving. You know, I've had these conversations with Spirit often. Like, baby, you just gonna show up out of thin air? I didn't make you a plate. I didn't know you were coming. Like, you just gonna show up? Like, okay, out of thin air. Okay, what's up? Like, hello, how can I help you? The being dissipated, and so that's another experience I had. But that being looked solid, solidity, baby. Looked like me, form. It looked like it went from thin air to I could see it appear into form. I said, "Does this being know I could see them? Do they know I could see them?" And baby, it dissipated after a few seconds. I said, "Oh no!" I was like, "Oh yeah." So that made me a little uncomfortable. Made me a bit uncomfortable. We're all acclimating to the remembrance of our multidimensionality. But should I be honest with my soul? My soul said, you need to speak up. Because how are we supposed to know how to help you evolve and remember into your divine remembrance? If you don't tell us, what you don't like, what you like, how you want to experience your remembrance or your divine evolution. So I'll be speaking up in prayer and meditation. Speak to my soul like, hey, I don't like that. I don't like how that just popped up in the corner of the kitchen while I'm cooking dinner. I didn't know they was coming. Didn't make them a plate or nothing. Show little hospitality. I'm supposed to be the hostess with the mostest. I didn't know you were coming. No, I don't have a plate for you. No. I know I'm in Texas. I know we're in the South. No, I don't have a plate for you because I didn't know you were coming. We are remembering that we are limitless potentials, having a human, a planet Earth, infinite dimension, limitless potentials, experience, or dream.